श्री भगवान उवाच कुतस्त्वा कशमल इदम विषुमे सम उपस्थितम अनार्य जुष्टम अस्वर्ग्य अकीर्तिकरम अर्जुन. Hello friends, this is the second shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first understand its meaning. So the shlok says Shri Bhagwan Uvach, which means Shri Krishna said, Kutastva Kashmal Idam, which means from where has this dirtiness Vishume Sam Upasthitam, which means has arisen in you in this difficult situation. Anarya Jushtam, which means like a foolish person or somebody who is not an Arya or not a noble person. Asvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. O Arjun, this will neither take you to heaven nor will it provide you glory. So, this is the first shlok of Bhagavad Gita where Shri Krishna has started giving instructions to Arjun. And what Shri Krishna is saying over here is that, O Arjun, from where has this dirtiness, this imperfection arisen in you in this very difficult situation? You are acting like a foolish person, and this behavior of yours is not gonna make you end up in heaven, or it's not gonna provide you glory. So the important things that you have to understand in this shlok is the name used for the behavior, which is anarya. So Shri Krishna over here is telling Arjun that you are behaving like an anarya, which is somebody who is not an arya. Now, in the last 2 centuries, the term arya has been misinterpreted quite a bit. This has especially happened because of the wrong interpretation of this term by the Europeans. So, in the 1700s, when the Europeans really got in touch with the ancient Indian texts, they were very, very impressed by the thought process which is present in them, and that is why they sort of adapted this term and they came up with this idea that Arya is someone who is a person belonging to a certain race which in the ancient times attacked India and then basically dominated the culture. So it's just a political narrative that has been created by the Europeans, but it basically created a wrong idea of Arya as being some sort of a race, as if they are some people coming from Europe who invaded India. So that has been a wrong perception, and if you are trying to understand it that way, then of course this shlok is going to make no sense at all. The reality is that the term Arya actually means someone who is a noble person, someone who is learned, someone who is wise, someone who understands this world and knows how to behave correctly. So, if you read Indian literature, then you have to understand that Arya actually means that kind of a person, not a person belonging to a certain group, you can say, or certain race, you can say. So that's not really the case. Even if you look at the Buddhist text over there, also you can see that they talk about 4 Arya truths, which actually get translated as 4 noble truths. They don't want to probably use the term Arya because of all the negative things that have happened in Germany in the name of Arya. So probably that's why. But you still have to understand it if you want to understand Gita properly. So over here we are trying to understand Gita. We are trying to study Gita and understand its teachings. And so what we are trying to do over here is to become Arya basically. So Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that you should not behave like an anarya. You should understand your situation, and over here your mind has become dirty, so you have to cleanse your mind. And this behavior of an anarya is gonna make you make you someone who does not get any glory or who does not get heaven. So that's the message. The other thing that you have to understand in this shlok is the name that has been used for Shri Krishna, which is Shri Bhagwan. Shri actually means radiating light. Bhagwan can be broken into 2 parts. Bhag means splendor or opulence. which actually comes from wisdom, knowledge, and prosperity, and things like that. And Van means someone who is filled with these things. So Shri Bhagwan, in that sense, will signify something which is filled with opulence, which is filled with splendor, and which is radiating this splendor to everyone. Now, since in this shlok, Shri Krishna is providing instructions, he has started giving instructions to Arjun. He is giving all the knowledge that is present in Gita. So he is basically radiating the light out. That's what it signifies, and that's why his name Shri Bhagwan has been used over here. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.